Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to NHL Draft Pros.
Shoots, he scores!
On today's video, we're going to take an early look at the 2026 NHL Draft class, and let me tell you something, there's a lot of talent, so let's go over the top 10 in this video. And can you please help the channel grow by hitting that subscribe and like button? I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, at number 1, well, if you follow hockey, you know that the top prospect for the 2026 draft is Gavin McKenna from the Medicine Hat Tigers in the WHL. Check out these numbers. 129 points in 56 games. Wowza. 6 feet, 165-pound left winger. And yeah, he is a magician with the puck. Absolutely can dangle. Highlight reel after highlight reel when it comes to McKenna. I mean, come on, the kid is 17 years old, and he put on an absolute clinic in the WHL, as you saw with his stats, and he is now committed to Penn State. Yes, unreal for that team, and they actually added a lot of firepower this year. They picked up Jackson Smith from Tri-City, the defenseman, and also Luke Misa, Lev Katzen. I mean, Penn State is going to be a powerhouse this year when it comes to hockey in the NCAA college level. It is going to be a lot of fun to watch, but we're going to keep an eye on Gavin McKenna for sure. All right, moving on to number 2, we got a defenseman, and that is Keaton Verhoff. And he had 45 points in 63 games as a defenseman in the WHL. That's very impressive. And look at the size, 6'4", 216 pounds. Yeah, this is a kid who is big, but also mobile. Had a great U18 for Team Canada. And I think that, you know what, he is going to be a lot of fun to watch too. And he's committed actually to the University of North Dakota. So can't wait to see him in the NCAA as well. There's a lot of talent moving over to the NCAA this year. It's going to be a lot of fun, especially for the draft eligible players. All right. And at number 3, we got Ryan Rubrock. And he had 87 points in 64 games in the OHL, playing for Niagara. 6'4", 190-pound centerman. And the name of the game for Ryan Rubrock is shooting. The kid can wire puck. Watch this clip right here. Boom. Woo. What a shot. And he's another player that is very dynamic. Like I said, this draft class is actually really stacked. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how they do in their draft year, because their D-1 season, if it's based on that, it was very impressive. So Ryan Rubrock, he's at number 3. Number 4, we move over to Europe, and that's Ivar Stenberg. And he played in the Swedish J20 League and had 53 points in 27 games. That is very, very impressive. 6 feet, 180-pound winger. And yeah, he's another player that has a lot of dynamism in his game. Like, I mean, he played really well as at the U18s. Also put on a clinic there. And I think that when you have a kid with this much skill, a winger, he's going to go high in the draft for sure. And I liked his game a lot. Can't wait to see how he does in the SHL this year. All right, we got number 5, sticking with Sweden. And I went with Viggo Bjork. Now, he's only 5'9", so, you know, his draft rankings might drop a little bit, but check out the numbers. 74 points in 42 games. Yeah, one of the, I think the best actually in the J20 in their D-1 season. That's just unreal numbers. And he's another player that was very, very good at the U18s. Absolutely put on a clinic. Him and Stenberg and Ekberg, they just looked really good. And I can't wait to see what he does in Sweden. I'm assuming he's going to play in the men's division this year, because there's nothing much else he can do in the J20. So he's going to be a fun one to watch. Will his size affect it? Possibly. We'll see what happens. All right. And at number 6, we move over to the OHL. Ethan Belchez, 38 points in 56 games, but look at the size. 6'5", 227-pound winger. Wow, this kid is big. And yeah, you know what? He showed some promise this year playing for the Windsor Spitfires. And I think that if he can have a really good draft year in terms of stats, I think that will bump up his stock for sure. So we're going to keep an eye on Ethan Belchez. I'm lucky enough to watch him. He's in my hometown, so we're going to get to see a lot of him this year. Going to be a lot of fun. All right, moving on to number 7. We move over to the dub, and we're looking at Mathis Preston. Played for Spokane, 45 points in 54 games. Very, very good numbers right there. 5'11", 168 pounds. He can play either the center position or the wing, so that's nice to see. And what you get with Mathis Preston is some great skill set. Great skill set. And you know what? His points were kind of divided in terms of goals and assists. So he's a dual threat for sure. And check out this one-timer right here. Shows off the shot right there. Very nice indeed. So that's Mathis Preston at number 7. Number 8, Ryan Lynn, Vancouver Giants. 53 points in 60 games. Guess what, though? He's a defenseman. 5'11", 172 pounds, and he's a right shot D. You know the NHL, they love their right shot D. So putting up some nice numbers already. And you know what? He's more of a passer. Only had a few goals in the season. 5 points, 5 goals, sorry. So yeah, more of a passer, but I showed a little goal right here. So put some pucks on net and things happen. And Ryan Lynn, you're at number 8. All right, at number 9, we got in the USHL, playing for Muskegon, Tynan Lawrence, 54 points in 56 games. He's a 6 foot, 170-pound center. Now, he was also really good in the playoffs, was the USHL MVP for the winning Muskegon Lumberjacks. So, yeah, you know what? He's a big kid, got some nice mitts for sure, sees the ice really well, pretty responsible both ways too. So, I can't wait to see what he does this upcoming season for sure. So Tynan Lawrence, he's at number 9. And finishing off the top 10, we got a defenseman, Daxton Rudolph, and he had 41 points in 64 games. He's a right shot D, 6'1", 194 pounds, so really good size, good mobility with Daxton. I like his game a lot too. He is mobile, big, right shot D, can hold his own in the defensive zone. So this is a nice player for sure. Now, wanted to add a couple of honorable mentions. And the first is a very, very electric player, and that is Xavier Villeneuve. He had 62 points in 61 games as a defenseman. The one thing that might hold him back is his size, 5'10", 150 pounds. Now, there is room to grow there, but you want to talk about a Lane Hudson clone. Yeah, Xavier Villeneuve is that kid. Look at the dangles right here. Wowza. Very, very, very impressive with the puck on his stick. He's one of those defensemen that has great mobility and that, confidence with the puck on his stick. And it showed at the U18s as well. He looked really, really good at the U18s. So he's an honorable mention. And a second honorable mention, another defenseman playing out of the O, and that is Chase Reed. He actually came over from the NOL, which is really impressive, the North American Hockey League. And he had 40 points in 39 games, 6'2", 185-pound right D. Yep, the NHL, they love their right D. He's another player that is pretty mobile with a puck on his stick. Like, check out this rush right here. Come on. Like, that is really impressive. Yeah, so he showed up really nice for the Greyhounds this year. So I got him as an honorable mention as well. And that is it for my top 10 for this video. And like always, please help the channel grow by hitting that subscribe and like button. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you soon. Cheers.